I am Ketan Bansal. I have done BTech in Electrical Engineering from IIT Delhi. I have secured All India rank 155 in Civil Services 2015 and I am presently working in Indian Railways Account Service on the basis of Civil Services 2012. My score in Civil Services 2015 is as in essay I scored 114, in General Studies I scored 336, in Mathematics I scored 308 and in interview I scored 160 marks, thus the total is 918. For choosing an optional, it is very important to consider your background and interest in the subject, otherwise your preparation may become very monotonous. The other factor you have to keep in mind while choosing the optional is availability of study material. So my interest in mathematics plus my engineering background made me choose mathematics optional. Mathematics as an optional has many advantages. Foremost, it is a very scoring optional where you can score more than 60% marks with proper hard work. Then it is a very interesting optional where you have to do the minimum of cramming, thus making your preparation very interesting. And then with your basic concepts clear, you can easily handle unexpected questions in mathematics. For the holistic preparation of the mathematics optional, you can refer to the following resources. Basic books of Indian authors as recommended by various toppers in their blogs. These books are mostly of Krishna series and MD Rising Anya. And then you have to refer to the solved question papers of previous years. Then the IMS test series is a very good source. And finally, for the particular topics, you can refer to the courses offered by foreign universities. I have scored 308 marks in mathematics. As Siddharth has already told that there is no doubt that mathematics is definitely a very scoring optional. But you have to be ready to put in much hard work, and I can assure you that your hard work will pay you in much more than proportional terms. There is no other optional where you can say ki you will study and finally you will be getting 300 marks or so. In one attempt you may be getting 250 marks, in another attempt after much hard work you may be getting less than that. But in mathematics, once you start preparation and do much practice hard work, you will definitely get the marks. But practice and revision is the key in mathematics. Well, based on my 5 years experience, this was my 5th attempt. In all the attempts I have got decent marks in mathematics. This time it was better marks. So based on my experience, I would like to share some of the tips for mathematics. First of all, besides that it's scoring optional, why should you choose mathematics? Basically, you have the confidence with your basic concepts clear in mathematics. You will have the confidence that if you are in some unexpected situation, some question come which was not directly from the Krishna series books or which you have not practiced, if you have the sufficient time, you will be able to solve the question. I believe that in mathematics, if you have a question given and you have unlimited time, you will be able to solve it, which will not be true with any other optional if you are taking and you don't have your background in that optional. So I will later discuss with you strategy how to complete the paper within the given time. So first of all, like nowadays the paper is coming somewhat unconventional. It's not that the same questions are coming from Krishna series. There are some questions which are unconventional and somewhat difficult, or the calculations are long. So basically you have to cover the whole syllabus to get very high marks in mathematics. You have to ensure that you do all the 13 topics in mathematics, like the topics of statics and dynamics we generally ignore. We think that they are physics topics and they are difficult. But the truth is that they are the most easy topics of mathematics and you have to do that. Generally, if you will, like in paper 1, statics and dynamics, if you basically do them from the Krishna series books, 99% chance that this one optional question of 50 marks plus I think 2 questions come in compulsory 12 marks each. So around 75 marks are done. They will surely come and you will be able to attempt the question provided you have read the question and you have practiced it by hand. Only by reading from any book you won't be able to do it. At the time of reading you will be confident that you have done the question and you know it. But when you will start doing it in the exam atmosphere, you won't be able to do it. Because the key in mathematics doesn't directly go into your mind from the book. It only goes through the pen. So you have to practice a lot. So I will advise you should not only do the whole syllabus of mathematics, but you also try to explore something beyond that. For example, some topics may not be directly written in the syllabus, but they are related. For example, in modern algebra is one of the most fearsome topics of the syllabus. For example, Solo's theorem are not directly written, but when you are reading modern algebra and Silo theorems are coming there, so just once read them. It will, when you read something just for the sake of reading it, it stays in your mind and it will definitely try to solve you some question and get an edge. For example, in this boundary value problems, we generally think we have to just do in Cartesian coordinates. Why not also spherical and cylindrical coordinates? So just try to broaden your perspective and try to cover the whole syllabus in holistic terms, and you make sure that whatever you do, you write. Even if you do a question, you find it difficult, you write it 2 times, you write it 3 times. And I refer to IMS notes of, I am basically a student of test series, I didn't attend classroom coaching, but I refer to notes of modern algebra, so I found them very well. They were consolidated from all the books, so you can refer notes of IMS, but I will advise that you should also have the whole books of all topics which are referred to in various blogs, so that whenever you find any problem, you can refer the books. Like I wasted much time on searching on internet. When I got any problem, I used to go on the Google, so it was a waste of time. We don't have much time in civil services preparation, so you have to be very smart in all that. And then after, you have to first complete the full syllabus. And another thing is revision is very important in mathematics, because now even before the exam there is only 1 day. So if for example you have completed the whole syllabus, you are very confident, you got very good marks in test series, but if you are not mentally composed, you are not able to revise 1 day before the exam and even in the break before paper 2, you won't be able to do well in paper. Because once your mental balance is not there in math paper, you won't be able to attempt. Mental balance is very, very important. So for that you have to have your self-made notes, and that have to be very consolidated and very precise. One is you have to keep all the formulas ready with you, and that should be on your fingertips. You should not think very much that you can derive the formulas in paper and all that. You don't have that time in the exam. Plus you have to write all the typical problems of every paper, of every topic, so that before the exam you can cram that. After prelims, if you have already done with your syllabus before the prelims, which should be there in idle terms, then after prelims, if you should make the notes if you have not already done, which should cover the formulas and typical questions, and maybe 4 to 5 pages for each topic, and that you should revise every week. But be careful, don't get engrossed in your notes so much that you leave the books and other questions. Then our mental block ban jata hai wo, that you are not able to think beyond your notes. So that is only a sporting set. So these notes is very essential. That should be made as per one's own strategy. The one question one may find difficult, other may find easy. So one can make notes as per one's own convenience. And another thing is you have to manage the time very well in mathematics paper. So I will, but my strategy is, so you have there are 8 questions in paper. 1 and 5 are compulsory, and you have to select 3 others. So what mostly happens is, like in another optional, you can select 1 question. After reading all the bits, you know the question. But in mathematics, for example, question number 3 has 4 parts. You can't guarantee you will be able to do all the 4 parts. For example, you have done the 2, then you know that you are not able to attempt the 3rd part. So now you have already wasted the time, plus you won't be getting any marks if you leave question 3rd in between and decide to attempt another question in its place. So you have to be very careful in attempting the question. So basically my strategy is that you complete the paper in 2 hours 15 minutes. For this you have to devote only 30 minutes strictly for each question, because generally the persons who take mathematics, they get attached to a particular problem. Like what has happened with me, if I am not able to do one question, I generally forget that I am in the exam hall and I devote my whole time doing that problem, making it an ego issue. So you have to strictly divide the time. For example, in first question there are 5 questions and 5 questions, so 6 minutes for each question. And out of the 5 questions, if you are a serious candidate, 3 questions must be very easy for you. For example, if there is a question that we have to prove whether the vectors are linearly independent or not. So those 3 questions, if you have already done, you should not take more than, I said, 12 minutes or 10 minutes. So basically you have saved 6 minutes here. So similarly for here, like in 5th, there will be 2 questions from statics dynamics that are usually very easy. If you have practiced, you can do that. One is from like SHM. Generally OD question becomes tricky in this. So you have to save your time from the questions which you already know and which you have to just copy and paste there. This will come only through practice. You have to join the test series, and not only the test series of current year but also the previous years. You don't have to read the solutions provided by sir, but also have to write the solutions. Even if you are not able to do, first read, then write by yourself. So you will save the time. First, my strategy is complete the compulsory questions. But I know if I do, like for the 2 questions which I am confident that I will be able to do, but I am not, I will devote 6 minutes. Maybe I will be able to do one, or जो नहीं होता तो I will stop after 6 minutes. I have to strictly keep looking at my watch. So and then I will choose second, third, the other 3 questions very confidently after reading all the 4 parts that I will be able to do it. So the questions which you will be knowing, that I believe that you will be able to do in 2 hours 15 minutes without wasting any time on the questions which you don't know. But on the same hand, you will be able to read the questions, so that during these 2 hours that processing will be there in your brain. Because in maths, if you read a question, the processing starts. So at some time it clicks in your mind that this will be the solution, because only you get stuck at some step. So after in 2 hours 15 minutes or maybe 2 hours 2.5 hours, you are sure that whatever you knew you have done. So you won't be having any regrets that whatever you knew you couldn't done, and you wasted your time on what you didn't know. So now in the left 40 to 45 minutes, this time you can extend with practice. This 40 to 45 minutes you have the leverage of doing only the questions which you have already read, which you have some background, and you don't have any worry you have to complete the paper, because one attempt you have already given and already you have done. So I bet in 45 minutes you will be able to do much which you might not have think you can do in the exam hall. This has happened with me in 3rd, 4th and 5th attempt. Like in the this recent attempt, first paper was quite tricky in the sense the questions if you read they were very easy, but like in one question I remember there came integration of this. In the exam hall it's very difficult to do this. So when I was pretty confident that I have to attempt the question of statics and dynamics. But when this came, integration of this type came, I knew that if I stopped here I won't be getting any marks. I don't believe that there is given any step marking in mathematics. So I just stopped there. I resisted my temptation to proceed. But I had in the end, after 2 hours 50 minutes, I was like I have not attempted much, and I was very nervous that this is my 5th attempt and I could not do well. But in the last 45 minutes, all these things which I had left, it were in my mind, and after 3 hours I was happy that I was able to do 225 marks, because I didn't have tension, because all the things which I already knew I had done. So you have to, basically you have to stretch marks, and you don't have to get attached to any question. So whatever you have done, you complete the solution. Otherwise you won't be getting any marks, and you have to be very careful that you have to avoid any silly mistakes, like 3 plus 3 should not be 9, which mistake I have done many times. Yes.
Like in writing the answers, do you directly write it, or do you write like assume this is this and then?
Yeah, just don't think much while writing. Just write in flow. If there is sufficient space and you are really feeling the need for writing that this is very important to write that, this is very important assumption, then definitely write it. But don't think much. The final answer is very important, and the main theorem and all. If there is a question on proof, then the main theorem and all should be highlighted.